Well, 2-0 is very generous because we dominated. I mean, the goalkeeper Milinkovic-Savic made 7 saves in the game and we won 2-0. I mean, they were always up against it. Questionable by Serbia though, no Vlahovic from the start. They played Sergei Milinkovic-Savic on left wing. I had no idea what the hell the coach was thinking there. Just didn't make any sense. Nikola Milenkovic playing at right back. I don't know. Maybe he just lost the plot. It was a good win for Brazil. Richarlison, technically he is R9 because he has a 9 on his back and his name starts with R. So technically he is R9. What do you make of his performance and the possibility as well of Neymar being out with that ankle injury?
Don't compare Neymar. Don't compare Richarlison to R9.
Not comparing, just saying he is literally on paper.
I think that's like comparing food prepared by Gordon Ramsay to burnt toast. And I did it again.
Oh my god.
Don't compare them, okay? But all credit, all hats off to Brazil. They were very sloppy in the first half. As you said, they didn't really offer anything. A lot of Brazilians in my area holding their breaths. And then the first rebound came and they scored and a huge sigh of relief. Serbia offered nothing to that match. I see a lot of people saying, oh, that game was really good. No, it wasn't. Right? That game was not that good. Serbia didn't do anything going forward. It was a one-sided onslaught. It was almost the same as Spain's game, except Brazil didn't absolutely demolish them by 7 goals. They easily could have, though, had a lot of players taking the chance that Vinicius not playing like his 2017 version, and Rodrigo not playing like Rodigal from one of those other countries. They could have arguably had more. Richarlison took a brilliant goal, arguably one of the goals of the tournament. That overhead kick to send Serbia back to their home country. Although they're not out yet, I'm just saying that. But as you said, moving on to Neymar, the main man of the Brazil squad, came off with an injury. Although let's hope it's not serious. Although I don't want Brazil to win the World Cup, I still do hope that he's okay, purely for the fact that he's a Paris Saint-Germain player and he plays with Messi.
Yeah, you're looking out for your club, man. You're looking out for Messi's best well-being when it comes to the Champions League this year. Well, his uncle is sold and they're going to have scans tomorrow just to see the full extent. Hopefully it's nothing bad. Cheech says, he will be playing the rest of the World Cup. So let's hope that Cheech is a good doctor and he will be playing. Earlier game in the group, Switzerland 1, Cameroon 0. Cameroon losing to a Cameroonian player, ironically, Bril Mbolo, scoring for Switzerland. Any hypocrisy there?
No, not really. It's like a French player scoring against Algeria. Yeah, they were born in Algeria, but they came over really early, so it's not really that bad. Mbolo are obviously one of those refugee folks coming into Switzerland. But let's be real here. Cameroon deserved more from that game.
They did.
They didn't play badly at all. They actually did the opposite of that. They did amazingly overall. They weren't really that great on the ball. They were a little bit sloppy sometimes. Obviously, that goal from Ebola put them to bed, but I really like the way the African teams are playing so far. They are playing with fight in their soul, although almost every single one of them was lost so far.
And only one scored.
Yeah, they've been playing with fight in their soul, right? From Ghana to Cameroon to Senegal to Tunisia, all of them have been playing with fight. To Morocco, they've been playing with fight in their souls, and I love that from them. Competitive World Cup in a long, long time.
It is playing as you were in level. That does not play all. No problem. Yeah. I can't believe oh boy. I can't believe he slid. I really can't believe he still can't believe Diogo Costa nearly fell for that. I mean, it's no lettering the book. Always look behind you, roll the ball out. always do that, but they're lucky they got away with it. And I must rant before that as well. Portugal will not go far in this tournament, and that reason is because of the 3 Man City players that start for them. Bernardo Silva was saying, but no, anyway, it was 3 years.
I give that goal to me still got to. But I mean, it's just those, I don't know, he's just had a bad spell. The first time in about 3 years since he's been average or below average, to be honest. So I'm not gonna really to blame them, right? But let's be real here. This Portuguese team, they have a brilliant team on paper, but in terms of chemistry, in terms of play style, in terms of quality going forward, I don't think they have the cut compared to other teams. I believe a young Brazil beats them. I believe France beats them. Hell, I even go as far to say that if them and Argentina meet, Argentina beats them. Right, comfortably too. It's just that Portugal, I don't think they have the quality to win this World Cup. They're relying too much on one man going forward, and that is Cristiano Ronaldo. Can't score anything except for pens, that's what they call him, Ronaldo.
Oh, wow.
But you know how it is in this world, every goal counts. Even if it is a dodgy pill in versus Ghana, they all do count. Why not sound so salty?
I was just gonna ask you, and speaking about Portugal winning, Uruguay, Korea, they should take note because Ghana won't be a pushover. Portugal showing what they can do when their full 11 is actually good and clicking. But we do have fans that actually thought Portugal can win. I think this one is from Gio. Let me see here.
More Brazil win. I feel like Brazil are going to win, isn't it? But the task, them no way say me have to watch the task for the finals. Me personally feel say Portugal and Brazil are going to go finals. You see? I feel like Portugal and Brazil are going to finals. And it are going on penalty shootout. And from there so they decide the winner. They mean from there so they decide the winner. But personally, I want Christian flip the cup. I don't know Christian Mubala dog. But Brazil, I'm a diehard Brazil fan. But any one of them win still feel good about it same way. Christy or Brazil.
I just don't understand when he says it goes to a penalty shootout and Portugal lose. I mean, Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Neves, Bernardo Silva. I don't know about losing a penalty shootout to Portugal.
Bro, that guy right there is absolutely delusional. He's absolutely clueless. He has no football sense whatsoever. To not only say that Brazil is going to go to a penalty shootout in the World Cup finals, but to say they're going against Portugal? But then it's a South Korea or something, bro. I don't know. That guy is.
Yeah, man.
This guy is actually one of my bros, He is one of my bros, and I can't believe he's done this. He's absolutely let down the family with that one. but I understand the sentiment. He wants his player to win. He wants his nation to win. There's no shame in that. There's no problem with that. And I honestly think that Brazil has the quality and has the skill to go to the World Cup finals. But as I said, there is a team called Argentina that will meet them in the semi-finals and will knock them out. So,
big talks. I think we're getting some text. You seen them?
Yes, I have seen them. This one is from Sat. He says, I believe this year's World Cup had a highly corrupt bidding process, and I don't believe Qatar deserves to host. I want Messi to win the World Cup however, to round out his career so he can truly win it all, as I truly believe he's the GOAT. However, Brazil is the logical choice. He also says there are going to be some upsets this year and not to sleep on the dark horses though. In my opinion, the last part is the most true part in that entire statement. Do not sleep on the dark horses. We've seen it with Canada, we've seen it with Japan. Japan has always been a favorite of mine to go far, right? We've seen upset in terms of Saudi Arabia, in terms of which other upsets have we seen? In terms of Canada nearly upsetting Belgium, right?
I mean, we saw England beat Iran. That was an upset.
No, I honestly expected Iran to do better than they did, actually. Taremi, right?
Yeah.
I've been telling people Taremi's going to score, that I know Iran is getting 7-0. I'm like, no, you. Taremi is going to score. And he scored 2. Because I know the quality that he has.
Yeah.
He can pull magic out of his long beard, he can. And he did that twice. Similar to a young GOAT Messi of 2018. Alright? But aside from his from the corruption and all that, we don't want that to overshadow the World Cup. He also mentions that although he wants Lionel Messi to win, Brazil is a logical choice. And honestly, I'm not going to kill him over that.
I mean, this is coming from an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, this is coming from an Arsenal fan, of course. He's all over the place in terms of emotions most time. So it's not hard to see that sometimes he's conflicting. He wants to play on both sides, so he comes out on top at the end of the day. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Satch, keep going. Stay safe, you. Good luck. Congratulations on the second place in the Prem this year.
The banter started.
But yes. It is absolutely amazing. This World Cup, it has been so far. Thrills, hills, and the occasional molehills coming up. And it's just a tournament to enjoy. Brazil, obviously the favorites, as they are at every single World Cup. But this time, there are indeed some new favorites emerging from the shadows. And one of the favorites that we would like to talk about is actually England. Not host, but England play the United States of America tomorrow in, I believe, the Education City Stadium on Friday. I believe the match is at 11 or 2.
It's at 2. It's 2 on Black Friday.
It's on Black Friday. We don't know how the US like to get it done on Black Friday in the past.
Yep, how much they gonna buy now?
How much they gonna buy now? I wonder. Remember, most of England is made out of black players, so let's see. No, that was
that's too far.
That was
that's not it.
But score predictions, I honestly believe that while England will win, I think that the USA will give them a run for their money, similarly to what most CONCACAF teams have been doing this competition.
I think with Kyle Walker being fit, that Southgate is gonna go back to a back 3. I think Christian Pulisic and Josh Sargent will be looking and saying, that's Harry Maguire right there, and be running at top speed for the whole game just to do it, just to have it being bantered. And I think with Kane with a strapped ankle, I just don't see them having the fluidity going forward. I mean, I'm not supposed to talk, but we actually have an English fan. I didn't know those guys existed in our country, but we do have an English fan, Fry. He was on one of our shows earlier in the year. And he's a big time English fan. We asked him how he thought his team was doing. We asked him the same questions, and this is what Fry had to say yesterday.
Despite the controversies of Qatar, I've been enjoying this World Cup immensely. I love it. It's great. What team am I supporting? Let me just sing a song, and you can have a go. You can have a guess. God save our gracious Queen. Long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen. Thank you.
You should start.
Absolutely atrocious. That is. I think he's forgotten that the Queen is dead, actually. Oh no. He sung our anthem, guys. Don't lynch him. He's trying his best there. Of course, Brian has come on this show in the past as an analyst. And I can't believe he's done this to himself. It's just, You don't expect it. At least get the anthem right, bro. You gotta.